we're back. And we're back.
Okay, we back. However, this time that we back, we have a little bit more latency on the stream. So, reading your comments might be a little, just a tiny bit lagged or delayed. But, forgive us.
They got us. Anyways, I guess we can hop right in.
Alright, so what we talked about last was like people who basically wanted a relationship for fashion. What you think?
What I think?
You didn't answer the question. Abby's question.
That wasn't a question. That was just what she thought relationship culture, what we were going to talk about. So it wasn't really a question. But I just wanted to talk about what she said about people just wanting to be in relationships because of Instagram and stand low photography, which by the way, his stuff is amazing. Okay? Amazing. He would really make you want to get married. But you're gonna need somebody to get married to. And that should be taken very seriously. Can't just pick up any Joe Blow off the street and get married for a wonderful wedding.
But I'm like, this is fire. Jenna made this for me.
So random.
This is fire.
So random.
Yeah. So.
Okay, let's see if it's up.
What do you think? You think that that's the most important part, that you just need someone to get married to? Or I think it's about really making sure you know yourself and know exactly what you want too.
Right.
But that's not the angle we chose to look at our relationship culture as. So first, I guess we could start off with a definition.
Yeah.
Can you give us the definition?
No, can you give us the definition?
You can't give us the definition?
No, you can't give a definition.
Why?
Because I don't know it like how you know it.
You know it.
Just tell it what it is.
Culture is a practice by a particular people to protect us from our least adverse decisions.
Say it again.
Culture is a practice by a particular. You're not typing nothing. Typing nothing. Nothing. Just making noise with the keyboard. Not typing nothing. Culture.
Go on.
Is
culture is a
practice by a particular group of people, two or more, to protect them from their worst.
Abby's bar. Worse.
I guess it's adverse decision. Or from their worst decision. That's what you could say.
Their worst decisions?
Yes.
I think you say from the least. No, I guess that probably ain't correct. Is this your definition of culture, or?
That's actually a definition of culture from a dictionary, but it can't exactly.
Which dictionary?
Remember which dictionary?
Okay.
Right?
Hi, is it Kai? Kai TV? Do you guys believe that a man has to love his girlfriend or wife more than she loves him for the relationship to work? You know what? I have a husband right here. I want to see what he has to say about that. Go on, babe. Take it away. Do you believe that a man has to love his girlfriend or wife more than she loves him for the relationship to work.
No.
No.
No. But that's such a funny question, because how do you gauge who love who more?
You know what? I think she's referring to the let me say culture that we have, where if the woman isn't happy, the relationship doomed.
If anybody in a happy relationship doomed. I mean, you have these sayings that we say, like, you know, happy wife, happy life, and whatever. You know what I mean? But they just sayings, buddy. You know what I mean?
They're real life to you.
Yeah, then don't betcha. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you should always try to make your wife happy. Because if you ain't trying to make someone happy every day, you're neglecting that person.
Definitely.
So you have to actively every day be trying to, I guess, impress that person, or you know, just trying to do something nice. It don't gotta be nothing grand. I ain't saying every day you gotta go stand outside someone's window and play the violin, you know. But you actively getting to know that person. People is change every day. You actively getting to know that person every day and learning them, and then seeing what you could do to lessen that person's burden.
Okay, so in the conversations, Abby says she never thought so, but I do now. Whoa, really, Abby? She said at least equally. So Kai says, Abby, I've always heard that and seen that quote floating around. Abby said, but definitely not less. Or equally, but not less. And Abby say, no, Dread. If he ain't tripped, he's more likely to stray, I think. Hun, what do you think about that? If the guy is not trip over you, if he ain't trip over you, who he trip over then?
Nah.
Who he trip over? Who he trip over if you don't trip over me? That's what it seemed like. It seemed like it's some type of open field. Because if you don't trip over me, obviously that means you could be tripped over somebody else.
I think that, like I say, it's an active. People is change. You understand?
Yeah.
And nobody is wake up one day and just be like, no, I don't love this person no more. That's it. I'm done loving a person. You know what I mean? Is people have problems, and they let them problems persist over a long time before they choose to address them problems. Yes, Tonya. Oh, here we go. Huh? Here we go. People is grow to love. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Over a long period of time. And then when they reach down there rock bottom, at the bottom of the pit, now it's time to try to do something. No. Better start to do something when that pit look like it have a dry day and it didn't rain. The theory is that a woman will always go above and beyond to make her relationship last and work, and make sure everything is in order. It's just our nurturing and maternal instinct.
So if the man loves you a little bit more,
y'all
would meet halfway. Ooh.
Nonsense.
Ooh.
Complete and utter nonsense. People love in different ways. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
People love in different ways. You have some women with nurturing at all. With
maternal at all.
Maternal at all. They don't have those what we identifying as maternal and caring and coming to find out how you doing, how is there anything that I could do to just
Sissy ain't doing that.
Make your day a little brighter. Some women don't do that. You know what I mean? That's stereotyping and just being general. You understand?
There are some women like that.
Now, I will halfway agree with her. It might seem like sometimes women do more to fight for the relationship.
Right.
You understand?
Mm-hmm. Why you think that's so?
Because women don't like loss.
That's your reason?
Yeah, women don't like to cut loss. The worst thing for a woman to do is to waste her time.
I mean, in that way, I think, I don't know if that means you don't want to cut a loss.
You don't want to cut a loss. You don't want to cut a loss.
Okay.
Who's gambled more? Men or women? A man ain't afraid to lose. Nothing would he invest in. Women are.
They're afraid to lose what they invest in. But that's
Right.
what you're saying. You're saying that women don't want to lose, right?
You're right. They don't want to lose their investment.
Men want to lose?
No, men ain't afraid to lose.
I said, wait a minute, upset.
Right?
Okay.
Women, if they put their time in, and then normally when you see this thing of wanting to save the relationship, I could be real with you. 90% or 85% of the time when you saying time to save the relationship done dead.
You need to be saved.
Too much then transpired, and now is the time to like actively save the relationship. And at that time, somebody in that relationship normally calling it quits. Somebody then tie out. The relationship is normally over far before it is said that it's over.
Yeah. Very interesting. Kai, we have a question. What do you think relationship culture is? Can it sound like... Avi says, can it sound like because they ain't afraid to lose, then they need to love a little more to stay?
No. Yeah, absolutely.
They ain't afraid to lose, so...
They ain't afraid to lose. What has to happen is that because men less vocal than women, the time to check on them or the time to get them interested needs to come earlier than it's coming.
I agree.
Because at the point where that person is now rolling the dice on, yo, if you think I should go, you think I should try again or whatever's the case, and they shaking the dice, more than likely, a man will roll the dice before the woman roll the dice. It ain't have nothing to do with love.
What does it have to do with?
It have to do with the willingness
Selfish
to just
ambition?
sorry. Wow. The willingness to just take the chance.
Okay.
To jump.
So you think that's a selfish nature though? For them not to consider the other person in making this decision at all?
Sometimes.
Because they want to just do what is satisfying for them.
No, sometimes. I feel like everybody should do what they need to do.
Not when you're in a relationship. Before, this is what you say now. You said, when you're single, this is the time to be as selfish as
you want.
Possible. As
be
you
selfish
want.
as you could be.
Get what you want. If the person ain't to what you want and what you like, don't get into it. This is what you say. This is what you live by.
I agree with you. We on the same page. Same book.
When you in a relationship, I don't think that ain't a place for you to be selfish and start thinking about, oh, this is what I want to do. I want to this. No.
See, when you didn't invest the time early on to picking what you and knowing yourself and knowing exactly what knowing exactly what you want inside a mate or whatever, when you find it, it makes it easier. The relationship is less of a fight. Right. It's less of this fight for us two to agree. Because more than likely we agree on a lot of the same things. And it's just probably a few. No two people in the world agree on everything. No. I definitely don't agree with you with everything.
No, and I don't with you.
Yeah. However.
I would read this thing by Angelique. Angelique Colley. She says, Kenny and lie. By the time one wants to verbally call it quits, it been dead long time. Real talk. Kai, I agree with Ken on that. Angelique, many people try to hold into relationships whether it's for the kids or if they believe in God and want to try for Him.
Correct. Actually, correct. That is the perfect example, and you shouldn't do that.
That don't help nobody.
Because you hurting the person who you with.
Yeah.
I don't want to be with you because
you don't want to be with
because me. God tell you to be with me. You don't want to be with me, but God, God tell you to be with me. So now you got to be with me.
You feel forced to be with the person,
right? And I don't want to be with you because God tell you let's stay together for the train. But I grew up in the house and never know my biological mommy and daddy to be together. I didn't, and I grew up just fine. Mm-hmm. Be with that person because you want to be with that person. Not for them children. You will always be the children parent.
You can never always be the parent as well.
You can never change that. You didn't throw your sperm, so now he is the daddy, regardless of how you look at it. You will always be the child father. But I ain't gonna stay with a woman in some torturous relationship where I hate her, she hate me. God knows we hate each other. And we just waiting for the child to turn 18 so I could really tell you how much I hate you. You know what I mean?
If you violent, you just violent.
No, that's the truth. That's the truth.
Oh my God.
All you saying is, as soon as the child turn 18 and come to this house, I could throw one pot of grits on this nigga real good. You waiting. You ain't gonna do it. It be a time. It's just up to be honest. Be honest. Say, yo, listen, I can be real. We had a good run.
Everything cool. Everything was cool.
I love you. We tried to fix this. We tried to fix it. We couldn't fix it.
Mm-hmm. So Guy says, and some people hold on because of the years and don't want to be embarrassed. And Angie said, agreed. People fighting like cats and dogs because of the kids. I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, successful.
Okay. OBS is disconnecting, reconnecting, or whatever. So bear with us.
Yeah, we can tell when it freezes for you guys. So we'll just jump right back in. Y'all ain't missing nothing.
All right, y'all ain't missing nothing. All right, so culture is a practice by a particular group of people to protect them from their worst decisions, right? What this means is that the people of the old establish something to do, and they pass this down through generations, right? So that even if you don't know why you do it, it still protect you from not doing it as long as you do it, right? So some examples of this might be something like the garments that you wear. Like when we look at some parts of the Eastern world, they just make sure that they women fully covered, right? And it's to try to prevent their women from being exploited sexually, and degraded, right? Now, I'm pretty sure that all the new people ain't gonna necessarily agree with the wardrobe that was picked in old time, but at some point you was agreed that it was better culturally and whatever. So we have but it's a practice. It's something that you have to actively do. It's not a rule. It's not a rule. It's not a law. It's not necessarily a repercussion for doing this. It's just something that we do. Right? So the culture of a relationship. So we have to find positive practices that we do that help us or that are in our benefit. Right? So an example of this might be, hey, we have to be home by 10 o'clock, right? That's just a practice that we do as a couple. If we out together and whatever happening or whatever, we look at each other and we start to say, hey, listen, it's 9:30, let's start wrapping this up. 10 o'clock, we at least at 10 o'clock the latest we will be on our way home, if not home already or whatever. Reason being is because it gives us time, because we old now. And buddy, if we come home 12 o'clock and talk about, let's throw on something to watch, we ain't gonna make it to the end of that. We can be asleep, right? So give us enough room to spend some good quality time with one another, and we didn't just absorb ourselves with other people. Date night. Date night is it's a good practice. You know what I mean? It keep you connected. You know?
Okay, so you saying that because we when we first started to talk about relationship culture, I was trying to understand the difference. I think you said it just now, but I don't want to fly over people's head. The difference with it being a family rule or a house rule,
It's
and it being a part of the culture of your relationship.
Right.
And you said the difference there is because there's no repercussions.
Right.
Like,
if we out together and we having a good time and we come home after 10, I don't be like, yo, go sleep on the couch. You know what I mean? I don't be like, yo, go. I chill on the couch. You be coming home too late. You know? I don't stop talking to you for 2 days.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's not a rule.
No.
But it's just something that we actively practice. If we actively practice, yo, on Friday, we can cook. We ain't going out. Fridays, we can cook. If a Friday come and we go out, it ain't...
Right. It's like, what punishment could there be?
Right. There's no punishment. But we make active practices and good practices to try and hold our relationship together or to protect us from our worst decisions. Now, there's other things that this protect you against. Not so crazy, right? Minus the curfew part. I don't want my wife out on the road after 10 o'clock. I don't be on the road after 10 o'clock in Nassau. That's just our reality. You understand? So, we least likely for something crazy to happen to us, or if they say, yo, it's a shooting that happened at 12 o'clock at this particular place, we ain't gonna happen to us because we was long time home.
Okay, so Kai says dating is very important when it comes to establishing a relationship. A lot of people skip that part. They go from talking straight to enter a relationship.
And I think that is a bad cultural practice that we have as females.
Yeah.
And it's because... Alright, Janelle. It's because we don't want to teach dating.
Because they trying to avert it. They don't want you to date.
Your parents don't want you to date till you're 36. Right? So, you have a little girl home. Her daddy never take her out on a date. You understand? So, she don't even know what to expect or what dating is. You understand? How to do it clean.
Right. The right way.
How to do it the right way. So, we always think that, when you go on a date with someone, that means you're in a relationship with someone.
Basically.
No.
Basically.
When we on a date,
that's what our society, that's what our system tells us.
And that's a bad practice that we've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we don't want to talk about sex. We don't want to talk about dating. We don't want to talk about this with children. So now,
when they become adults,
they don't even know what to expect. They don't know what to do, how to do it. So things just get crazy.
And on top of that, their expectations are very low.
You had a good daddy.
So your daddy say 50.
You had a good daddy.
So Abby says, so basically the unspoken rules. They shouldn't be unspoken.
No, culture shouldn't be.
They can be spoken rules. It's just
not rules. I don't want to use the term rules.
Not rules.
Practices. Because instantly, our mind has the ability. Our mind has the ability to connect certain words with certain words.
Mm-hmm.
So when we connect rules, laws, we connect punishment repercussions.
Yeah.
And that's not what we're trying to establish.
No.
We're trying to establish fun, healthy practices
that protect
us,
your relationship, and protect yourself
from the worst decision.
Right. Like
certain things you ain't even gonna get caught up in, because this is our practice or this ain't our practice.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have some bad cultural practices too. For example, there's some food, right? If you ask a person like, what is the Bahamian diet, right? They gonna most of the time they ain't even gonna tell you stuff what is a Bahamian diet. They ain't gonna never know conch salad and all that stuff. They go peas and rice, chicken, macaroni, coleslaw, potato salad. This they get you with. Chickpeas and rice is Bahamian food, but
it's how we make it.
Yeah, they can hit you with all the craziness, right? Which now you saying now everybody got high blood pressure, everybody got this, everybody got that, everybody obese. So bad practices done over a long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
So if we had a better practice in terms of just even our diet, we eat conch salad, we eat this, we have a salad, 2 servings of salad, 1 serving of meat. We don't always try to eat starch every 2 to 3 days. You become healthier.
Yeah.
So you want to establish good practices in your relationship so that your relationship happier.
Yeah.
Your relationship healthier.
Mm-hmm.
People asking like, oh, what y'all let's do? You know? Y'all look so good.
So, see, Kai says that's the first thing that came to mind too. Of course, that's what it is.
What it is. I don't know.
But for the rest of this series, we can talk about the different thing. Are we gonna talk, or you just wanna leave it?
Guys, let's dive into one example that we might could do, and then I guess.
See, because this one says creating a culture of trust.
Okay, so you want to talk about that, or you want
We
to
can.
just
I
save
mean, we
that
got
for
30.
tomorrow?
If we want, we could do tomorrow. It's up to y'all. If y'all want to start a topic tonight, because that's basically just an introduction,
so that we know what we talking about.
Yeah, and then we'll go into the different topics. Cause child.
So y'all want to start one tonight, or do y'all want to just wait and just call this? Because it's a lot of information, a lot of stuff for you to chew over and digest. And we already a half hour in.
Yeah.
So it's up to y'all. Bedtime is 11 o'clock. So.
Yeah, I mean we home. It's 10 o'clock. We home.
Mm-hmm.
But we ain't even eat dinner yet.
See tonight. See, and that's another thing. That's why you should be home by 10 o'clock. Suppose you want to shake your leg for the married people. Now, I know some of y'all married. If y'all ain't married, you shouldn't be shaking your leg. But suppose you want to shake your leg. You need to get home in a respectable time to shake your leg. You see what I'm saying? You come home late, you can't shake your leg. Protects you from your worst decisions.
So, Kai says tonight.
Alright, that's one.
How many people we got in there? Whole 4?
Yeah, whole 4 people in there. So we can talk about one tonight.
Be famous.
Right? So, okay. What topic 1 was?
Okay, topic 1 is creating a culture of trust.
Okay, creating a culture of trust.
Oh, it says 8 where she is. Where are you? She 2 hours behind us, 3 hours behind us. Where could she be? Los Angeles?
She say 8 a.m.
No, she said it's 8 where
I am. Oh, I am. Sorry, I couldn't see your little eye.
Who 3 hours behind us?
No,
Los Angeles?
No,
Midwest?
Midwest. I think Los Angeles in 5 hours.
Oh. Tell us where you from.
LA.
California.
Yeah, LA is 3 hours now because time changed.
Yeah. Cool. Hey, girl.
All right. To my Cali. Yeah.
Okay, so creating a culture
of trust. So what kind of practices could y'all, or do you think that we could do to establish trust without it starting to seem like rules? These are just practices.
And these are usually done prior to something popping off.
Right.
Because I feel like if something happens, then it become rules. Because then it's like, if this happen again, I can tear your head off.
Now, mind you, some cultural practices do come out of a negative situation.
That's true.
Because sometimes you have to say, okay, hence going forward,
this is what it is.
This is what we doing.
Yeah. It don't necessarily come with a
church together. Establish a relationship with trust. Go to church.
Okay, why are you breathing on church together? Because when we talk about
I see in the connection.
Okay,
for me,
let me do the connection, right?
Family meetings.
Let me do the connection with church. This is why I feel as if going to church together can create a culture of trust. Yes, because it's like, if I know you and I have similar principles, we standing on the same things, and we get in the teaching that we both agreeing on.
So like on being equally yoked.
Basically, if you equally yoked, I feel like I would more likely trust you, because you know this is what I believe, because this is what you believe. Now, when we have two different viewpoints, then it's hard for me to know, okay, well, if I do this, if Kenny ain't really into that, then I ain't sure. And that's basically what trust is, just being sure of a person. Date nights. Definitely, I feel like date night can create a culture of trust. How?
Tell me. You said you thought, you definitely
It can, because, when we go out together, I know we together. So I don't have to be sitting there wondering what you doing, where you is, who all there.
Alright.
Because me and you, we go out together. I get to learn more about you and your interaction, right? How you carry on. Because your date nights could be group. Your date nights could be just you and I.
How you interact with people. Like, for example, sometimes I say love, right? Like I'd say,
you
hey,
just
love.
recently start saying that.
So
I don't know where you get this love from. Be talking
for years.
Hey, love, yeah, love, bring me that love. Yeah, I'll have this.
Yes, I've been saying this for
strawberry lemonade love. Like,
I've been saying this for years. You hear me?
Go
yes.
Ahead. Okay.
So that's my dialogue, right? But I know, and my wife know my dialogue. I know my wife dialogue. My wife don't call people babe and hon and whatever. Now some women do that. Some women, that's just how they talk. But my wife don't talk like that. So if I see you talking to a fella and saying babe and hon and oh yeah, sugar plum, I say, whoa, 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 snip something out right here.
Thank you, Abby. Go on.
So I could say, yeah, date night. Yeah, because you get to see, and then you get to establish certain things which you could say, hey, yo, I ain't comfortable with that.
Yeah.
If that's what you do, stop that.
Yeah. Bobby also said family meetings. Establishing a culture of trust.
I agree.
Definitely.
I agree with that one. Family meetings.
Tell us why you agree, and I'll tell you why I agree.
It's open-end communication.
Definitely.
It's setting aside the time to put everything else away and for us to honestly communicate with one another.
Right.
On family issues.
Family issues.
We ain't have a family meeting for me to tell you about the show I watch.
No.
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 So we're having a family meeting to discuss family issues and things concerning the family. Great.
That's why I rock with that as well, with family meetings, because when you have family meetings, like, that's the time to talk about finance, where we at with finances, where we at with the children. Like, I don't want to go on a date and talk about that stuff with you. I don't want to talk about them children. I don't want to see them children when we go on a date.
Right, you trying to go there, trying to eat some tofu and some sushi and all kind of things. You trying to tell me all kind of stuff about how
you know the
light bill going up by $20.
No, that's not.
Could
the
you
time
believe that? You think that? No, I don't hear it.
The family meeting, yeah, definitely. And then you get is, I don't know. Are we gonna deal with that? Because finances is a part of a lot of persons' marital issues.
Deal that on another day. Or let's not. Actually, we could tie that in with trust.
That can be with trust, because if I can't trust you with my money or our money, then we're gonna have a problem.
That's a category all in itself.
Yeah, finance, I guess, creating a culture of finance. I'll put it on the list.
All right.
Trinette says open communication. And Abby says, I agree, Donya, because you know your belief. That ties into the church. The church together. Plus, date night is an opportunity to keep growing together and have fun outside of the normal routine. Bang. That's what the date night is all about. Ken, stop calling random people love. Please. Yes. Guy says, some people take offense when you call them love. Anybody get offended? I'll be like, don't call me love.
I've never come across nobody. I don't look nobody in the eye and be like, love. Love. How you doing?
Holding your chest.
Could you reach me the water? No, I don't do that.
It just, you don't know their name.
Yeah. I especially call you love if you didn't introduce yourself. If you come to the dinner table as the waitress and you introduce yourself, I can call you what you introduce yourself as.
Do you call men love?
I call men king. I call men.
So why you calling females queen?
I call females sometimes when the locks out. I sit them with the little empress.
That's
from
what
time
you
to time.
perpetrating.
From time to time, I sit them with the little empress.
Oh gosh.
It's called man king.
I missed that. Child-free days.
Definitely.
The whole day, Abby.
Definitely.
The whole day.
That's just a good way to establish a better relationship. I don't know if that's a trust. We just throw the children away, but okay. We put that on the list. All right. One of the things that me and my wife actively is practice. Right. We have an open phone policy. Right. Don't you know my password? She could go on my phone anytime. There's no hold on before you go on my phone. Let me just, get this little thing together, or whatever's the case. And anything she see in my phone, she have the right to ask me a question about it. And I could only explain to you the honest answer of what that is. You understand? Mm-hmm. So...
That's a culture.
That's something that we practice.
Yeah.
If my wife pick up my phone, I don't go... Like the other day, I left my phone home. And when I reached the work, I was like, yo, I leave my phone home. And everybody who used to work was like, you left your phone home with your wife? Like, yeah. You better spiritually lock your phone telepathically. And I'm like, no, bro, no. I don't know what kind of craziness going on in your life. Project that over here. That's not happening over here.
I don't know. I didn't go on your phone. Only thing I did do was I sent the videos that I needed for the vlog. I sent that to your phone so that I could get it off the computer. But other than that, I was sitting in the corner going through your messages and
yeah, man, need the whole day.
I wasn't doing that because I don't know, maybe it's already established. Maybe that the culture is already set in.
I telling you, but them people look at me like I was going crazy. Like, wait, you say you leave your phone home, so you need to go there. You need to go like now.
That's it, Abby. See, them co-workers be cheating. That's what. That's it. That's it right there. What else do we do to establish trust in our relationship?
Another practice that we do. Another practice that we do is, I recently had to start doing this too. Try not to project other people's craziness onto my relationship. Right? So, you see people come with these crazy stories.
Them same co-workers, Abby.
it's come with these crazy stories. Tell you this and la 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 la. And but that honestly, it get you thinking like, I wonder if my wife would ever do some craziness like that to me. You know? And I just come home and be like, yo, quick question, you know?
Just out the blue. I could be in the shower, just burst open. Shh. If you had $10, like what?
Yeah.
No.
So
you stop projecting.
right, and I think because honestly, when you ask like those kinds of questions, is even if it is not like that, and it's not like that, it is make the person feel like, yo, you feeling some form of insecurity, or have I done something to make you feel like I would do something crazy like that to you?
Yeah.
Or
and now the whole environment just weird.
Yeah, but it's just sometimes it's just a question. It's just, let me get your thoughts on this. And then, but I think sometimes I present it wrong because then I ask a question first and then tell you about the conversation that I had with the coworker.
Mm-hmm.
So probably if I did it in reverse,
it would be more in perspective.
Correct.
I think another thing that we do as well is with our banking.
Yeah. Our money together and separate. And it's always like there's no my money, her money, or whatever. It's just our money.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need to go on my account to do something, that's fine. If you need to go on her account to do something, that's fine.
But what we do is I wouldn't just take his card and be like, well, I need $100, so let me just go in his wallet, take it, and do what I have to.
You better not, because you will get surprised. You will be shamed. I going to try swipe for $100, then people tell me I was denied. Could you believe that? Hell yeah, I could.
But even if I have money in my wallet, I've seen Ken do this. He would come home and say, I need XYZ. And I'm like, but my wallet is right in the car. You could have just taken out $10 and get what you need. But he wouldn't do that.
Mm-mm.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Because I don't know what the money in your wallet for.
Okay.
I ain't like a... You know what it is? You go, you spend someone $20 what they had in their wallet, right? Now they go home, right? Saying, nah, yo, I can stop to the gas station, you know what I mean? And you know women that drive their car, tell it, I don't need, because they got faith. You know what I mean? They got faith like no other. I know my car. My car can get me from the airport. Like this.
Sweet.
Stick, lay it down underneath the eat. You know what I mean? And they got $20 in their purse, so they ain't worried about it. Nah, but I had to stop the shop before that. You know what I mean?
So catching up, right? So Kai says, yes, letting people talk in your ear about what's going on with them and their relationships and bringing it back to yours. Yeah. Don't do that. That ain't good. Okay. Abby says, a good practice is having mutual friends as opposed to single men with your wife and single women with your husband that don't know or respect your spouse. Married couples preferably too. Mutual friends.
But we don't do the whole... that's a rule. Even no culture. That ain't happening, bro. There ain't be no bunch of single niggas hanging out with my wife. We just hanging. No, bro.
Hanging?
Okay. We about to be hanging by your neck.
Be honest. You have single female friends.
Yeah, but to what degree?
I have single male friends.
But to what degree?
Not the second part of what she's saying, that don't know or respect your spouse. Not that. No, we don't do that.
I have single friends.
They
I
know
have single
me,
female
and
friends.
they respect me.
They know, but to what degree of friendship?
What degree? Like friends. Like this is a person you consider a friend. You could call them and whatever.
I don't got no one female friend. Not one. I don't got no one single female friend who I don't got no female friends who I sang with like that. And I don't know you don't have no male friends who but you used to be actively hanging with.
No, I don't be actively hanging out with them.
Who?
Okay. You want me to say their name?
Yeah,
You
say their
name
name.
or lie?
Say them. I be trying to
Okay, I mean, okay, this a mutual friend, but not like a friend of mine that's not a friend of yours.
Who?
I don't have that.
I ain't saying I don't got no friends like that. I don't got no friends who was like
I feel like Jaquay is one of my single male friends who
he's a friend of the relationship.
of the relationship, yeah.
So he don't come in the category where say like I don't have a female friend who don't know my wife, who
right.
I is call and actively go hang out with. I don't got one of them.
No. Or one that you talk to every
single day. No,
I don't have that.
Even my single friends who know my wife, who's a female, I don't talk to them every single day. The messages so far and sporadical that it's like, oh my goodness, man. Like,
fine, sporadical.
me message, like, I message you out the blue, like, one day, be like, hey, what's going on? How things with you? Everything straight? La la la. What's popping off with this or that? With la la la. Give me, like, a little update here, there, or something like that. And, babe, see you in 4 months? It's just what it is. I
mean, our friends don't necessarily have to be married couples. Our mutual friends.
No, they gotta be married couple. But even the degree of, like, that's how I say, what degree of friendship we talking about? Because, alright, Abby them.
Yeah.
Abby them is my friends.
Yeah.
But, like, to say, like, oh, me and Abby just gonna go hang out together? No.
I don't think Abby would go either.
No.
I don't think Abby would go. Okay.
I don't even think I'd go hang with men like that. I think if I call women, they'll be, hey, yo, well, let's go chill out. We'll be like, no, okay. You mean with Abby and Antonio together? We can double date.
Abby says, I agree with our money big time. And she said, spending that $20 is like eating somebody's plate from the fridge. And that's a rule.
No, that's a rule.
No.
Now listen, I ain't eat your food.
We need to establish that in our relationship.
I ain't eat your food now, but I can pick on your vibe. You know what I mean? Like when they shrimp to the top of the plate, you don't want to miss that. I need to taste that. See what's going on with that shrimp. You know what I mean? But no. Yours. That's probably the next culture we could work on.
It's not yours.
Yeah, but you can't trust that plate inside the fridge. We ain't got no real trust there. I can eat your food. Like you ain't gonna come home and be like, oh, I'm gonna say can't eat my food. Or what I eat last time?
That just happened to ribs. When you make ribs.
Oh, that wasn't necessarily your ribs, my ribs. It wasn't no clear distinction on who ribs.
It was in the pot, and I didn't eat a full
I didn't know.
meal.
Yeah, I didn't know. But you eat a full meal.
I did not eat a full meal.
This guy had a whole piece of chicken wide. I know I cooked the wide. A whole piece of chicken, one pork chop wide with my this thick. Potato, what I had the masi go on and put on the grill for 17 hours. I swear to goodness. Like, you had a full meal. Don't say you didn't have a full meal.
That was a grill meal.
She didn't taste the ribs. That's you saying you didn't taste the ribs?
I didn't taste the ribs.
Did I bring you a piece of the ribs last? You taste the ribs. You ate piece that night.
Listen, yes. I had a piece. It was 2 pieces, right?
Now listen. Hold on.
And then I cut half off of 1 piece or a little piece off it just to taste it. And I was going to eat the other half the next day.
All right.
But when I came home, it was gone.
First of all. All right, we got like a rule, right? If ain't nothing in the house to eat, and I home, I could eat that. You going out? You say so when you go out, you gotta find something to eat. But you can't leave no food in the house. You ain't wake up. You ain't cook no breakfast. You gonna leave me stranded. Nothing in the house to eat. And there's a rib. I ain't gonna starve to death. Till you reach home. No, I can eat that rib. Because that rib home with me. So me and that rib was home, faithful in the house. Faithful in the house. So I eat that rib. Now that's fair. Fine. You going out.
That kind of is a rule. I wouldn't be mad if I didn't leave anything else for you to eat. If food there, and there wasn't no food there. That.
Nobody talking at this point. There wasn't no food there. Alright? Because I down there cook all the dying meat out the cupboard.
Kai says, one thing I see a lot discussing the problems in your relationship with friends, family, because at the end of the day, you and your partner made up, but family and friends would always remember.
That's the truth.
That
and they have the right to do that.
Very true.
They have the right to do that. It's certain things that I would never tell nobody. Any argument that I have, I would never tell nobody.
Ken's thing is,
you would sleep with that person.
You don't breathe up in that person's face.
Yeah. You would sleep with that person, you can forgive them. You can move on.
Forgive them. And other people probably won't. Why? Because they don't sleep with that person. They don't have that type of connection that y'all have, where y'all could be upset and then turn right around and be back in love.
And that's the difference between one of the difference I look at between my friends and strangers. A stranger can't make me mad, and you know what I mean? None. My friends, we could be mad, we could row, and then we can get back cool because we're friends. You see what I'm saying? So in me and my wife relationship, although we, husband and wife, we gotta maintain that respect and understand that relationship. And then the same side way, we friends.
Right.
We could be upset. I can forgive you. I ain't gonna do nothing. Now everybody know who know me. Know I could be vindictful, bad.
Very.
But I ain't gonna be vindictive. I ain't gonna be vindictive to my.
Vindictive. I mean, the time is still going. So okay.
All right. I guess it back connected now, so it should unfreeze. We stop talking when we see it freeze.
Daddies always remember. True.
Yeah. You can't tell, my sister can't come to me and tell me, her boyfriend beat her, and then I looking to kill him, and then I don't see him for 3 weeks, but that 3 weeks time, they make back up, and then like, oh yeah, now I supposed to look at him like, hey bro, what you saying, everything cool? No! I still hate you! You're lucky.
I was gonna say, this sounds like this coming from a very deep personal place.
You're lucky.
This is the truth based on the truth.
But time longer than rope.
Okay, I mean, I feel like that's gonna be us for the night, there. But
yeah, I feel like we make it a good time.
But yeah, the main thing is when you are establishing a culture of trust, it has to be something that you both agree on. It has to be something that is doable as well. Because you don't can try to make me do something totally out of the extreme because that's just what we want. Or something that you ain't gonna do, but you want me to do.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, that's like, I can't give an example of us, but I could just give a random example.
Okay.
So a random example, when we talked about being home at a certain time, right? Because like that falls under trust as well. When you say, okay, you going out with your friends, you going out with the girls or whatever, not to come in the house after 12. And you tell me that. Don't come in the house after 12. But then you go out with your friends and you come back home after 12.
Yeah, that's why then.
So it's like, how you gonna establish a culture if you yourself can't maintain it or live up to it?
I agree with you. All right, one of the culture practices at our house, I give an example, right, is when one of us in home, we don't let a person of the opposite sex be inside the house, no matter who it is, right? So I don't care if it's my brother. If he come to the door and I ain't home, he can stand up by the porch, right? There's a couple of different reasons for that. My brothers would never, in my opinion, they'd never do no heinous crime or anything towards my wife. None of my uncles, none of that. I love them to death. I trust them to death. However, it's to protect you from your worst decision. My wife can't overpower them if they was to talk or decide to do something crazy. But she would never have to worry about that, as long as she respects the culture of our relationship. Because it's just not gonna happen.
Right. And that keeps you at ease.
Keeps me at ease. 2, it's not a good feeling for you to come home from, and then there's a nigga lay off in your chair.
cousin, god brother,
friend, whoever. It's even worse if it's just a friend. Like,
what you doing here?
Yeah.
It's gonna raise suspicions, even if it isn't nothing. It's still gonna raise a red flag over the person's head, and that's what you're trying to avoid when you trying to establish a relationship culture. Just try to avoid them red flags altogether. If this ain't gonna look right, and I have to explain to an extent, it ain't worth it. Honestly, it ain't. So Kai says, I guess it's an example of what we was talking about. I can't go out.
I think it is.
Oh, it is frozen, but it didn't disconnect.
Okay.
But Kai said, I can't go out without you, but you can go out by yourself and come back home whenever. See, that's a problem.
Oh no! Let me tell you something.
That's a problem.
My wife then gone away 10 times and leave me in the house. We working on things. Don't worry. I'm glad you bring that up.
Oh, I so shame. Yo, no, listen. I don't ever just pick up and go though. Like I always just discuss with you. Hey,
even when
my friends, we going on a girls trip. We going on a cruise. Going to Woman That Want Loose. Yeah. We going to a dance conference.
Listen to my wife come to tell me, man. Listen to how it sound. Don't worry about like what it actually is. Listen to how it sound. Me and my friends go into Woman Thou Art Loose.
Hey.
Loose? What?
It's TD
friends.
TD Jakes.
They ain't coming no TD Jakes. She coming. We going to Woman Thou Art.
She thought we was loose.
Bruh, y'all don't get these club themes out of here.
Oh my gosh, Abby said that's an interesting rule. Never thought about visitors from that perspective. Interesting practice. She changed it from rule. So, Mom, what is this trying to talk to me? Abby said them trips shake you to your core again. Okay, yeah, I see your vlog. I was saying I okay. He was not
People
okay.
throwing water on me.
He was not okay.
Oh boy, okay.
He was not okay.
Boy, listen.
He is plotting his revenge.
I got 2 trips now. I go into the Philippines.
Yeah, he said you're going to the Philippines.
No, B. B. When you start speaking French, girl, your French gets so good. I go into the Philippines, right? And then the second time, she could come with me. No, don't air out nothing. Me. Right? And I decide where my second trip could be at. Or whatever. Probably could be Exuma Regatta.
And I'm not going? I know you was a comedian, babe, but I didn't know you was this funny. Like, you just took your fame to another level, babe. You going to Regatta without me? Never. Ever. You would meet me there. You would lead me to the airport, wave by, and meet me to the airport and mix over. Crazy? Never.
Why?
Because I want to go to Regatta too.
Next year.
Whenever you go, that's when I go.
Money.
That's when I go.
Oh, money.
Silly way. Anyway. That's it, eh?
Alright, that's it. We hit our hour mark.
That's it. Yeah. We don't want to be too long, guys.
Yeah, we keep these probably.
When are we coming back?
I off tomorrow, but tomorrow is my all-day gaming stream, so.
All-day gaming stream?
Yeah, tomorrow's my all-day gaming stream. That's why I made sure I get Steven out the way. Got you out the way. Got everybody out the way.
Everybody knows.
The devil is a lie about Regatta. Yeah? Alright, y'all stay there pulling and eating, babe.
Ain't happening. Not a trust issue, you know. I just won't go. You're gonna leave me, I will go. Anyway, guys, y'all have a good night. I guess we'll have the post when we're coming back with
from Regatta. I ain't coming back on the Sunday after the beach party.
With our next topic. But our next topic will be
Let me see.
creating a culture of communication.
Creating a culture of communication. That could be the next stream.
Yeah.
The next stream. Now we might do videos in between that, but that could be the next stream. It's late. You guys, love y'all.
Thank you all so much.
Love y'all, love. Let me see who can tell me. Oh, don't call me no love.
Don't call them no love, yeah.
Don't tell me your lovers. So weird.